I have manifested that only the right people come across this video because this video is confirmation that you are about to enter your most abundant era yet. I'm so excited for you because this has come after so much turmoil, especially the last 10 months. I see you working so diligently and really wanting this change that, you're just fed up. You're fed up with how life has gone so far and you have set your eyes on a brand new life. And I know this started at the start of 2025 because this was the year where everything was going to be different. And I sense that progress has been maybe a bit slow, but this is confirmation where things are going to start to ramp up. And you've probably noticed some signs of blossoming because I see that there's favor being shined upon you at this time, and you seem almost like lackadaisical. Like we have this in the Fool card here where you've learned your lessons and you see the sun shining and you're just so happy it's shining upon you. And so I just see you moving forward now with that sense of like, I've been around the block a couple times and I don't even take things seriously anymore. Like, this is just fun at this point. And so this is what's bringing in this abundance because you've been very vigilant, and this is just the start of this new chapter. This is a new way of being for you where you're more willing to focus on the right things and get rid of the things that no longer serve you. And there's an abundance coming in that's going to present you so many opportunities, and there will be distractions. So you will have to maintain that vigilance to keep your eyes on the prize and not be distracted by like shiny objects or by temptation or old habits even. And so there's also an abundance of opportunities that it's going to be like shiny objects. So you need to just pick one path. And I really urge you to ask for guidance in this aspect because it can be quite overwhelming. And just operating from this new sense of abundance, it's new territory for you. So you're going to be able to do this if you stay focused and you seek guidance, but not like external validation from anyone, unless it's like a really trusted friend or maybe like a therapist or a partner or even a lawyer. I really want you to seek guidance from within. So connect to the divine. Use this as an opportunity to strengthen your connection with the divine. And he, in the sense of God, will give you that clarity. He'll give you the instructions on what to do or which steps to take as long as you ask. So I urge you to go inwards and really use the wisdom and discernment that you've cultivated in this time so that you don't get overwhelmed by all the opportunities that are going to come into your life, because too much of something isn't a good thing. It's good in the grand scheme of things, but there's going to be so many options that you can't do them all. That's how much abundance is going to come into your life. So I want you to stay focused on the things that you're passionate about, all the values that you want to adhere to moving forward, and just really staying in alignment and being very diligent about maintaining that focus, because the next 4 months are going to set the tone for 2026. And 2026 is going to be an amazing year for you. And this coincides with the month that we're in, with September, where it's harvest season, but it's also the Jewish New Year coming up on the 22nd. And this is the actual New Year that was set based off of the astrology God has given us. And when Caesar came to power, he changed the calendar to suit him and to crown himself king. So it really was designed to keep people disconnected from God. And so this is very relevant right now with this Rosh Hashanah coming up, and it's going to coincide with this sense of renewal and this new beginning and this new chapter and this new era, because we are in a year of completion. It's a number 9 year. So there's so many things that are coming to an end just naturally. I guarantee you've had that in your own life. Maybe there are friends that you've had falling out with, or you just left in a bad relationship, or you're looking for a new job, or you've left a toxic workplace, or you've moved, or you've even gotten rid of old habits. This is a year where things are just naturally coming to an end to make way for these new beginnings. So the Jewish New Year this year really is a chance for you to redeem yourself from all the challenges that you've gone through, and to take advantage of this renewal and this resurrection, because I feel that this new year is different from all the years prior. This is really, really prominent. So I want to be aware of that and just to use this all to your advantage, knowing that this is a fresh start. This is a blank slate. This is a perfect time to really just set your eyes and lock in for the next 4 months, to set the tone, set the foundations for 2026, because it is going to blow your mind, especially if you stay focused for the next 4 months. And so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords here. And it's just showing an end to like any heartbreak that you've had, any rainy days. All of this has come to an end, and you're no longer struggling with traumas of the past, memories of the past, maybe abandonment, betrayal, like heartbreak. All of that is over, and you've really learned from it. It's really giving you a sense of purpose, perspective, and you're just ready to leave that struggle behind, as I have here with the Five of Cups that was right behind there. And so I see a palace, the castle in the distance, and that's telling me that's where you're being led to, is this empire that you're going to be building, this legacy you're going to be leaving behind, and all of the things of the past that you're just ready to let go of and set your eyes on. And then that's behind that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's just indicating you are entering a very abundant, a very prosperous, very meaningful era. You are entering your winner era, and that is so exciting because it shows mastery and it just shows movement. And we have that confirmed here, that's behind it with the Ace of Wands. So that is showing that this is very fast moving energy. It's very stable energy as well, despite it feeling so chaotic, despite it feeling very sudden. But that's really how the universe works, how God works. Everything is very slow moving, and you're going through the motions, and you're being disciplined because of that faith and that discipline. For so long, that momentum builds and it snowballs, and then everything changes like suddenly, and it has the potential to be very disorienting. And that's why I want you to stay focused, because the Seven of Cups shows like you have to pick one thing and not let yourself be distracted. You're no longer seeking that external validation from people. You really just want to live life on your own terms, and that's what this is showing, is that you are in full alignment because the heartbreak is over. You're leaving things behind that no longer serve you. Fortune has shifted in your favor. The sun is shining, and it's shining favor upon you, and you're just looking happy with a sense of whimsy and nonchalance, like nothing can touch you, because you're very armored, you're very shielded and protected. But you've done that yourself because you know, like, your boundaries are there. You've learned to set boundaries in this process, and your conviction and your confidence has really shifted from someone who maybe felt betrayed in the past, or really alone and insignificant, and you maybe put your guards up, but now you know you could let it down for certain people, or even for that abundance to come in, where you're not resisting it anymore, you're not pushing it away anymore, because of that confidence and that magnetism, because you feel worthy of it now. You don't feel like you deserve the struggle anymore, or you deserve bad things to happen, or you deserve to be abandoned by people or rejected. Those were just like patterns that were repeating itself from a very young age, that has been ingrained in you, where maybe like you had parental figures who were neglectful or abandoned you, and it's made you very vigilant, but also has it made you go through struggle after struggle just to relearn those things and to heal from those things. And so you're, at the same time, you're stopping ancestral trauma. You're healing that, and you're a curse breaker. This is the end of so many things that are so multidimensional and so profound, and it's just healing so much at this point in time. And it's what's bringing in so much of that fortune, because this is like karmic retribution. This is really resurrection. This is a time of redemption So you are entering your winning era for sure with this reading. This is what I see, and it's because you have that stark contrast of going through that struggle and things being so dark for so long, that you've overcome that, and now the light that is shining is so bright because it was so dark. And the night is always the darkest before the dawn. That's why that expression exists. So I'm just going to pull maybe a couple more cards. I'm going to shuffle this time. This is the Starlight Tarot deck. It's linked in my channel description, in the pinned comments, as well as the description of this video. So I need to know, what do people need to know as we finish this reading? So we have the Strength card, which is just confirming that you are so strong, my dear, and this has carried you through life, not unscathed, but you didn't let it tear you down. You kept going. No matter what, you've been resilient, you've been faithful and hopeful, and you've always been strong, because you know deep down you are the only person that you have, especially if you've been feeling disconnected from Source or God your whole life up until recently. You've only had you to rely on, and so you've gained so much strength in the meantime, because you've gone through so much that anything that comes your way is almost insignificant. Like, you've had a hard life. Sense that, because you wouldn't have the strength that you do to overcome all this heartache without it. And so that strength going forward is going to bring in so much hope and fruitfulness and just a lot of beauty, because I see the sun rising in the distance. It's dark right now, but you could see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's right there in the back there. And you have your back to it now, but you're going to face it. And it's going to be right in front of you very soon. So, another we have the Seven of Swords, which shows maybe like there was deceit. There was definitely like you overcoming some sort of like betrayal of some sort. It could be even recent, in like the last few years. And you've really alchemized that. You've turned that betrayal, that trauma, into something miraculous here. You transmuted it into this beautiful picture of just overcoming adversity and just things really shifting in your favor now. And it's looking good for you, like really good going forward. So I just want to know, what's 2026 going to be like? So the sun is shining. That's what we have. It's really healing your inner child. You're moving forward with a sense of playfulness, with whimsy, with joy, and you're not taking life too seriously. And this is what's leading to a very joyful, happy life, because life really isn't that serious. It's not. Like, the things that we care about in time just end up being so trivial. Wounds heal. You just get over things one day. Maybe you just like mature to a point where you look back on, like, you don't even think a certain way anymore because it was so immature. You were so young when you thought that way. And so all this work that you've done, all this heartbreak you've gotten over, really has healed you to your core. And this has given life to so much renewal, so much abundance, so much growth, so much happiness. And then we have this balance between light and darkness, because we have the sun, but we also have the dark sky behind it. So there's that duality of dark and light, evil versus good. And you've always managed, despite the dark things that you've gone through, to let your inner light shine, that you've always had that innocence, that you wouldn't let the darkness overcome you and turn you into all the things that have hurt you. You went the opposite way, and you've alchemized this into a very beautiful future. So all this struggle is behind you now. So I'm going to leave it at that. You are entering your winning era. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Comment 999 to claim. If you need any help or any guidance, or you want to support this channel in any way, there are some options linked in the description as well as the pinned comments. Like, subscribe, follow for more. I put out new readings every day. Otherwise, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.